and yet he is one of the greatest minds in the history of humanity. So were these problems that he was suffering, arguably involuntarily, a feature or a bug?
That's a good question. The same thing happens in the story of Job, because Job is a good man. God himself admits it. And Satan comes along and says to God, I see you're pretty proud of your man there, Job. God says, yeah, he's doing pretty well. And Satan says, I think it's just because things are easy for him. Let me have a crack at him and see what happens. And God says, yeah, I think you're wrong. Do your worst. Right. And that's how people feel when those slings and arrows come at them, let's say like Nietzsche. Well, Job's response to that, now the story is set up so that what befalls Job is actually quite arbitrary, right? These catastrophes that you're describing. The voluntarism in Job is his refusal to despair even in the face of that adversity. And that seems like something like an expression of voluntary free will. He refuses to lose faith. And the way the story ends is that Job gets everything back and more. And, so that's a descent and ascent story. And a cynic might say, well, the ends don't justify the means. And I would say, fair enough, but that's a pretty shallow interpretation of the story.